Hi guys, it's me again, and we're on to the second part of my Universal DVD collection now. Alright, now I've only got 3 DVD box sets this time, because last time on the Warner Brothers DVD collection, I do have plenty of Warner Brothers DVD box sets, only 2. Well, I got 3 of them this time, so this is Back to the Future Trilogy. Spine and the back, top and bottom. Right, and I'll show you 3 discs each, starting with Back to the Future, the first chapter, spine and the back. And here's a disc for Back to the Future, the first. And the next one is Back to the Future Part 2, in which Marty McFly continues his adventures for where he left off, spine and the back. And here's a disc for Back to the Future 2. And the last one would be the concluding part of Back to the Future Part 3. And see, there's a dark brown. It's got his girlfriend. That's something to do with a school teacher, by the way. Spine and the back. And here's a disc for Back to the Future Part 3. Right, and I will put them back in the right order. So just bear with me for a minute, viewers, whilst I sort this out. Right, I'll just put the camera down so that I can put that away myself. So once again, just bear with me for a minute. There we go. Right, moving on to Bean's Brilliant Box Set. Spine and the back with 4 volumes, like Mr. Bean Part 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's all 4 volumes. Right, and I'll show you the DVDs each, as I didn't get round to do that on the road Atkinson, because it may be a bit of a waste of time, but there you go. Here it is. Here's Volume 1, small spine and a back. And it's got 5 episodes, like Mr. Bean, The Return of Mr. Bean, The Cousin of Mr. Bean Goes to Town, and The Trouble with Mr. Bean. And here's a disc for Volume 1. And the next one would be Volume 2. And the back. And it's got 5 more episodes, like Mr. Bean Rides Again, Merry Christmas Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean in Room 426, and Mind the Baby Mr. Bean, and Do It Yourself Mr. Bean. And here's a disc for Volume 2. And the next one is Volume 3, Spine and the back. And it's got 4 more, like Back to School Mr. Bean, Tea Off Mr. Bean, Good Night Mr. Bean, and Hair by Mr. Bean of London, with 2 classic sketches that's not been seen on TV before, like The Library and The Bus Stop. And here's the 3rd disc for Volume 3. And the last one on the DVD box set, which is Volume 4. Oh, well, this one contains the best bits of Mr. Bean, by the way. Spine and the back. And see what I mean? That's all the best bits, including the story of Bean, in which he chronicles the birth and development of the internationally famous contemporary comic creation, Mr. Bean. And here's the disc for Volume 4. Right, moving on to the last DVD box set, which is the animated series of Mr. Bean, the Bean Box Set. Spine and the back, bottom and top. Right, now I'll show you the discs each, just like we did with the other. And here's number 1. And see, there's Mr. Bean, getting all tied up on a chair with a bandana in its mouth, whilst those pesky neighbours, oh yeah, and even Mrs. Wiggett joined in by stealing treasure. That comes from Bean's Bounty episode, by the way. Spine and the back, and it's got 8 episodes, like In the Wild, Missing Teddy, No Parking, Bean's Bounty, The Fly, Artful Bean, Mind Games, and Spring Clean. Oh yeah, these are the first 8 episodes that I got on a recorded tape anyway, and on a DVD. And there's a disc for number 1. Oh, and this has got a Green Mini, which is Mr. Bean's favourite car. And the next one is Volume 2, 8 Exciting Escapades. That's got Mr. Bean's Teddy on here this time, if I can quickly show you. See, there it is. And there's Mr. Bean doing some chips the wrong way using a tennis racket. Spine and the back. And it's got 8 more episodes, like No Pets, Ray of Sunshine, Birthday Bear, The Mole, Roadworks. Oh yeah, and I got it on a new recorded tape that I've just done, by the way. And there's the sofa, treasure, and homeless. And here's a disc for Mr. Bean number 2. And the next one is number 3. That's Scrapper. That's Mrs. Wickett's cat. Spine and a back. But I'm not going to bother to tell you the rest of the episodes now, because it'll take too long. Here's a disc for number 3. And the next one is Volume 4, which is number 4, with the Blue Reliant Regal Superfan 3, or Robin Reliant. And it also includes behind the scenes of Mr. Bean's holiday, the footage of it. Spine and a back. Here's a disc for number 4. Now, next one. And this is number 5. And see, there's Mrs. Wicket herself. Spine and a back. And here's a disc for number 5. Last one, number 6. And there's I'm a Gob. Spine and a back. And here's a disc for number 6. So there you go, viewers. That was the second part of my Universal DVD collection done now. Alright, well, I'd better say goodbye now, viewers, and I'll see you hopefully again soon. Goodbye.